The internet is screaming at you to become a creator. Be louder, post more, engage 24/7. If you're an introvert, that advice feels like someone just told you to scale Mount Everest. The whole creator economy feels like it was built by and for the loudest person in the room, the charismatic, high-energy extrovert who's always on. For those of us who recharge in solitude, the people who find their best ideas in the quiet, this constant demand for public performance feels like an impossible standard.
Do you like my Freddy Krueger shirt?
Do you like it?
Oh, is this the camera?
It makes everything feel more complicated. It makes you wonder if you even belong in this space. But what if the thing that makes you feel like an outsider is your most powerful untapped strength? What if the real magic happens in the quiet? Let's just be honest. The common advice for how to succeed online is a blueprint for introvert burnout. We're told the algorithm wants consistency, but it really demands is relentless output. Post every day. Go live. Answer every comment the second it appears. Be on every single platform at once. For an extrovert who literally gains energy from social interaction, this can sound like a fun game. For an introvert, it sounds like a total nightmare. Our social battery isn't just a funny meme. It's a core part of how we function. Every interaction, every performance, every moment spent being on drains that battery. And once it's empty, it's not just about feeling a little bit tired. It's a full system shutdown. This is the central problem. The modern creator world runs on a fuel, constant high energy engagement, that introverts just don't have an endless supply. The pressure to act like an extrovert is huge. We see creators hosting spontaneous Q&As, vlogging every second of their day, and posting witty remarks on Twitter. Their success looks like it's tied directly to their volume. So what do? We try to copy them. We force ourselves to be more outgoing, post when we're feeling drained, and network at loud, overwhelming events. We try to play a game that wasn't built for us, using rules for someone else. The result is almost always burnout. But it's a special kind of burnout, layered with a heavy dose of personal failure. It's not just, I'm tired, it's, I'm fundamentally broken. While burnout is a massive issue for all creators, with studies showing more than half have experienced it, for introverts, it's an emotional and energetic crisis. The pressure to be relatable 24/7 is draining. We start to believe that our natural need for quiet is a professional weakness. Our love for deep one-on-one chats feels wrong in a world that rewards broadcasting to the masses. Our thoughtful, deliberate pace feels lazy compared to everyone else's frantic hustle. This creates a dangerous cycle. We feel like we're not cut out for this, so we push ourselves even harder, way outside our natural comfort zone. This drains our battery faster, leading to creative blocks and total exhaustion. The fear of being judged and our own perfectionism makes it even worse. We see our engagement dip, and we blame our quiet nature. We see others succeed, and we assume it's because they're loud. We start to buy the lie that to be a successful creator, you have to stop being an introvert. It's a constant whisper telling you that you don't belong here, and the pressure to perform feels completely inauthentic and draining. But what if we've been looking at this completely wrong? What if the whole story that paints introversion as a disadvantage is just a huge misunderstanding of what actually creates value? It's time for a reframe. Let's stop trying to fix our introversion and start using it. The things that you've been told are your weaknesses are actually your secret superpowers. First up, deep focus. Introverts are wired for it. It feels like most of the world is addicted to multitasking and distraction, but we introverts have a natural talent for shutting out the noise and focusing. Think about the content that really lasts, the stuff that builds a loyal audience. It's rarely a fleeting trend. It's the deeply researched video essay, the meticulously crafted tutorial, the thoughtful blog post, the podcast that explores a topic with real nuance. This is where we shine. Extroverts might thrive in the chaos of creating content constantly, but we thrive in the quiet focus needed for content curation. We can go deeper, create work with substance and solve a real problem, or offer a perspective no one else has. Our solitude isn't a bug, it's a feature. It's the incubator for our best ideas. Next is the power of meaningful connection. The typical creator playbook says go wide and create the biggest audience you can, but introverts are masters of going deep. We might not be comfortable on a stadium stage, but we excel at one-on-one conversations. Online, this means building a smaller but fiercely loyal community. While others chase vanity metrics, we can focus on building real relationships. We listen more than we talk. We observe. We understand our audience's needs on a much more profound level. This lets us create content that resonates so deeply it feels like we're speaking to one person. And in a noisy world, Making one person feel seen is a truly powerful thing. That's how you build a community that doesn't just follow you, but one that trusts you and champions you for the long run. Finally, and possibly most importantly, is the superpower of authenticity. In a digital world filled with performative personalities, being genuine has become the most valuable thing you can be. As introverts, we often find it impossible to be anything but ourselves. That feeling of hating small talk, it's basically an allergy to being fake. Our hesitation to jump on every trend isn't because we're slow. It's because we're deliberate. People are tired of the noise and the fakeness. They're craving real voices. Your quiet, thoughtful nature isn't boring. It's a beacon of trust. Your unwillingness to scream for attention makes your message, when you do share it, that much more powerful. You don't have to be loud to be heard. In a world where everyone is shouting, a whisper can be the most interesting sound of all. The real problem isn't that you're an introvert. It's that you've been trying to play the extrovert's game. The moment you stop, everything changes. Are you an introvert? Hit that like button to let me know I'm not the only one. So how do you actually do this? How do you build a creative career as an introvert without completely burning out? This is something that I'm dealing with right now. Right as we speak. I'm making this video. I'm trying to share my art, my photography, but I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say about anything. I spend hours trying to figure out what I'm going to say because I never know what to talk about. That's part of being an introvert. That struggle to even communicate. That struggle to even have a simple conversation with someone. I'm sitting here, I'm talking directly to you. We can do this. And here's how. Here's the plan that I'm trying to implement. Strategy 1, design your creative process. Your number one job is to protect your energy. That means being ruthless about your boundaries. Forget about the always-on culture. Instead, find a sustainable rhythm. This is where you can lean into your introverted love of planning. Embrace content batching. Like me when I was outside earlier this week and tried to content batch some outdoor footage and, well, let's just say I didn't have much to talk about because I hadn't planned ahead. Sorry, sometimes it happens. Here's me out in the woods. Don't know what I'm going to talk about yet. Filming this before I've even read the script for my next video. Just talking, see what fits. Season's winding down. Getting to that part where there aren't any more leaves on the trees, the colors are gone. Just kind of looking a little bit drab. Let's see what we can find. Maybe there are shots here. So lately I've been talking about my depression a lot and anxiety and things that are going on with me. It's really hard to improvise. Doy. I'm outside, I'm looking for some photos. Gonna see what I can get. It's pretty sunny, which is nice weather-wise, but photography-wise, not as good. If you don't have anything to say, you shouldn't film. Probably a good idea. Peaceful place, isn't it? Anyway, back to the playbook. Block out specific, focused time for creating. Spend a day writing all your scripts, and then spend a couple days shooting all your videos for the month. This lets you get into that deep work zone and then step away to recharge, without the daily pressure of the content treadmill. You also have to control your digital space. Turn off notifications. Set specific, scheduled times to check social media. Maybe 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. When you're on, you're on. When you're off, you're off. Your goal is to be intentional, not reactive. You control the tools. They don't control you. Strategy 2, choose your platforms wisely. You do not have to be everywhere. In fact, you shouldn't be. Trying to master every platform is a recipe for burnout. Instead, pick one or two that actually aligns with your strengths. If the idea of spontaneous TikTok videos makes you want to crawl into a hole, maybe don't do that. If you shine with the written word, then maybe a blog, a Substack newsletter, or a platform like Medium could be your sweet spot. These let you communicate thoughtfully and at your own pace. If you like video, then you don't have to be a vlogger talking to a camera in a crowded mall. Lean into formats that play to your strengths of depth and preparation. Scripted video essays, detailed tutorials, or even Faceless channel where your voice narrates over other video footage are all incredibly successful. The key is to find a format that energizes you, not one that drains you before you even hit the record button. Strategy 3. Redefine networking. Traditional networking can be an introvert's worst nightmare. Reframe networking as relationship building. Instead of big, noisy conferences, focus on quiet, smaller gatherings where you can have one-on-one conversations. This could be leaving thoughtful comments for your favorite creator or a message in the DMs. A powerful strategy is to do collaborations that don't require a live performance. For example, being a guest on a podcast is often a deep one-on-one conversation in a controlled setting. You can also do guest posts or written collaborations. For promotion, let your work do the talking. Focus on creating something so valuable that people can't help but share it. This is attraction marketing, not interruption marketing. You build a reputation based on substance, and your audience becomes your marketing team. Your brand isn't about being loud, it's about being trusted. Strategy 4, master the art of the quiet launch. This same idea applies to selling. High pressure, buy now, live launches can seem aggressive and just plain wrong. Instead, embrace the quiet launch. This is all about building trust over time. You can do this with an email sequence that tells a story. You could do it with a series of educational posts that lead to your product. Or you could do it with a free workshop that gives away a ton of value before you ask for a sale. You're building a runway of trust. By the time you make an offer, your audience is already on board because you've earned it. It's a sales process built on connection and generosity, a perfect fit for an introvert. The world is going to tell you to keep on being louder. The algorithms will keep on rewarding the noisy and the relentless. You don't have to listen. Being an introvert doesn't complicate being a creator. It clarifies it. It forces you to be intentional, to choose depth over breadth, and to lead with value instead of volume. It guides you to building a business that's not only successful, but sustainable. One that energizes you instead of draining you. Your path will look different. It'll be quieter, more deliberate, and in the end, that will be your greatest advantage. You don't have to change who you are to succeed. You just have to own it. Stop seeing your introversion as a bug, and start seeing it as your most strategic feature. Build your own playbook, find your own quiet corner of the internet, and make something that matters. Now, why don't you leave a comment and let me know one way that your introversion has actually become a strength in your creative journey. Let's change this narrative together. Leave a comment and let me know one way that your introversion has become a strength.